Reckon we're up, and this is Red Raider WLHS TV along with Keith Smith, Gary McNeil, alias Steve Smith, and Carl King on camera. Once again, we're bringing you a London Red Raider football game. And before we get into the game, you know, I was looking at the paper the other day, and almost every team we've played is playoff bound or number one in their division. And we're running up against Licking Valley, who's number 1 to 7-0, number one in their division. And so, since I got that far, how about you just give me a little bit of insight on them?
It's been a murderer's row for London this year, and you've seen, you know, the schedule's been tough. You know, tonight we go up against Licking Valley. It doesn't get any easier. They're 7-0. They're second in their region in points, right behind Carl's favorite Ironton. They're first in the Columbus Dispatch coaches poll for Division 4, second in the AP State poll, right behind Ironton. Last year they were 13-1. They were regional champs.
Right behind Ironton.
State semifinalists. No, they beat Ironton last year.
That's right.
And they lost in the state semifinals. So,
said it won't happen again.
A couple weeks ago, I read in the Columbus Dispatch, oh, poor Licking Valley. They lost 14 starters from last year's starting team, and they're just trying to regroup. But there's no regrouping to this team, man. They're just reloading, and they're ready to come at you tonight. It's going to be a ball game. And
what's something about this is they're Division 4.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're going to see a team that can really get up and down the field. So I heard London made some changes. I don't know what they are, but I hope it's going to help them, you know, help us play a little bit better. But another thing I also run into is I talked into some other schools that have started doing this since they seen what we do. And they told me that they play their game almost every day of the week, win or lose. One of them's got a losing season that's just like we have, and that they play the game. So I don't feel too bad. I feel bad about playing it all night on Monday evening, but that kind of uplifted me a little bit because, you know, people want to see it, and we got to take the good with the bad. Hopefully, a couple years from now, we'll be all good. So anyway, let's get ready for this game here, Keith. And Steve, you got Steve with you. Carl King on camera. Stick around, folks. So we got a game coming. We're not.
Tonight, we have two gentlemen to be inducted into the London High School Athletic Hall of Fame. First gentleman, seated here on the golf cart, Mr. Steve Gerard, a 1958 London High School graduate, lettered twice in basketball and twice in baseball. In basketball, he was first team All-Mid-6, 1957, 1958. Set scoring record of 33 points in February of 1958. Set the rebounding record of 21 rebounds in February of 1958. Led London in free throw percentage, 1957. Played 2 years at Bliss College and set a London City Amateur League scoring record of 36 points. In baseball, Mr. Gerard was first team All-Mid-6, 1957, 1958. And in 1958, he earned All-Ohio honors. Played in the East-West All-Star baseball game in 1958. In one of his memorable pitching performances, pitched a one-hit shutout of Columbus Aquinas in the district tournament in 1958. He also had the privilege of pitching against Dave Roberts, who went on to fame with the Houston Astros in the district finals in 1958. Played 4 years in the heart of Ohio for the Beulah Park Jockey Club team, played American Legion, also has played slow pitch softball for Miller Builders, Columbus City champions 6 consecutive years, and coached an amateur basketball team in the Columbus City League to a 172-win, 31-loss record in 4 years. Mr. Gerard was nominated to the Hall of Fame by Coach Dick LeBeau. Coach LeBeau could be with us tonight as he is preparing for the Battle of Ohio on Sunday with the Cleveland Browns. His brother Bobby, who is also a member of the Hall of Fame as well as Coach LeBeau, is here to make the presentation. Accompanying Steve Gerard, his brother Larry, and also Clint Morris. On behalf of London High School and the London Athletic Boosters, it is a privilege to induct Mr. Steve Gerard into the London High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Steve. This afternoon, even though Coach LeBeau couldn't be here, he did send a fax. And it says, "How happy I am for Steve. He is definitely one of the best athletes to ever come out of London High School. Sincerely, Dick LeBeau. Congratulations, Steve. Our second inductee is Mr. Mark Tremaine. Mark is a 1995 London High School graduate, lettered cross country 4 times, basketball once, track 4 times. In cross country, BAC champion 1993 and 94. First team All BAC 4 times. First team All District 3 times. And in 1994, first team All Ohio and academic All Ohio. He was a BAC Scholar Athlete 3 times, and in 1994 State Cross Country Championships led his team to a 15th place finish. In basketball, he was a BAC Scholar Athlete and also earned the Red Raider Sportsmanship Ethics and Integrity Award in 1993. In track, first team All BAC 4 times, first team All District 1994. 2-time state meet qualifier in the 1,600 meter run and the 4x800 meter relay. School record holder, 800 meter run, 1,600 meter run, 4x800 meter relay. BAC champion, 800 meters, 1 time, 1,600 meter run, 2 times, 3,200 meter run, 3 times, 4x800 meter relay, 1 time. 3-time BAC Scholar Athlete in track. Earned the W.H. Rice plaque in track, and in 1995-97, he earned a cross-country track scholarship to Rio Grande University, where he lettered twice in cross-country, and in 1995 was the Rio Grande Freshman of the Year in cross-country. An injury cut short his collegiate career. He transferred to Ohio University, where he earned his degree. Accompanying Mark tonight, Brother Scott, Brother Jeff, and his presenter, Alicia Hastings Tremaine, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame just last year. So this is the first Hall of Fame husband-wife combination. So congratulations, Mark Tremaine, presented by his wife, Alicia. Congratulations. I received an email this afternoon that says, Mark, we regret that we cannot be there tonight with you. We know that you are in our hearts right now and that our hearts are bursting with pride. You continue to make us so proud. We just want to say how much we love you and miss you. Love, Mom and Dad Tremaine. Congratulations, Mark. Congratulations, Steve. Thank you very much.
Be sure and get them right down in front of you.
Please remain standing and join in the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
get a shot of the crowd. We got a few faithful here tonight, but not a whole lot. I don't know if they might have thought it was going to rain. Yeah, there's not that many students here either. And this is what happens when you have a losing season. A year or two from now, this place will be packed because these kids that are sophomores will be seasoned. And if they stick with it, we'll be filling this gymnasium again. I'd just like to see them be more. This one here. Yeah, it's a gymnasium outside. Outdoor gymnasium. I just been corrected by my cameraman. It's not a gymnasium. What is it? It's a complex. Well, we're getting ready for a football game here. I see the Licking Valley Panthers, I believe it is. Let me check and be sure.
I didn't see it. I didn't pay attention. Take the ball.
I'm pretty sure they're the Panthers, but see them getting ready to come out on the field. Like we said before, they're like 7-0, so you're going to see some good football. There you have it.
I'll tell you what, Licking Valley brought a lot of people with them here tonight. They got here early. I got here at 6 o'clock, and they probably had maybe 40, 50 people over there already. So
yeah, they got a few.
Of course, when you're winning, everybody comes along.
Everybody gets on the bandwagon.
Bandwagon gets bigger, and our bandwagon tonight looks pretty slim here in the crowd, but at least there are some loyal supporters here. So
yeah, we've been crying out every week to get them to support these kids. You got to support them in the good times and the bad times.
That London cheerleaders trying to get the banner back together. And so they're going to stand in front of it and hold it. Oh,
get run over, yeah. Under the Red Raiders. Let's see what kind of team we're going to put on the field tonight. I really think they've been getting better every week. It's just the fact that we're playing better and better competition. I mean, every time we play somebody, you look in the paper and they're ranked in the top 10 in the state or the top 10 in their region.
Actually, I think this is probably going to be London's toughest test of the season. Really, if you don't count Big Walnut, I mean, and if you don't count Tecumseh, and if you don't count Washington Courthouse.
Well, Carl said, "Gee, just don't count."
It might get a little easier after this week with Bexley and Miami Trace. So
I think Courthouse is the toughest one we've seen so far. They got a Big Ten size front line.
Yeah, I was reading this week on the internet. Somebody was talking about how they put 900 pounds of linemen on that one side of the center. I only added up to 830 pounds.
Oh, did you? Well, I know they put a lot of poundage up there.
I guess Licking Valley won the toss and decided to take the football right from the beginning, so we'll put London in a kickoff situation.
They got a Nethers kid that's eligible tonight for his first time, I believe.
Actually, we got two Netherses.
Yeah.
We could see both of them in the backfield at the same time.
They run us ragged every time.
Yeah. The senior's back for his first game this year. He was ruled ineligible for the first semester somehow or other, and so the 8th game of the season, which is tonight, is his first legitimate competition. He's been practicing with them, but we're going to see him a lot tonight, but they've got used to playing without him, so that's Myers' kick going deep. He's coming back pretty hard.
And he's up the middle, and we got problems.
He ducks
trouble. He's going to be caught from behind.
That's 25, Jake Butler, bringing ball back to the London 40-yard line, so nice return by Licking Valley.
Down by, I believe that's Russell. 65 come from behind and picked him up, but I hope that's not a sign of things to come here tonight.
Well, Gary, a lot of the talk has been about, the London offense not seeming to get it clicking, but you got to remember, London defense has been on the field a lot this year and have given up a lot of points. So if we get a couple stops here, we might have a chance to at least keep this game in good shape. That's 45 Bream, their tailback.
And he's nice hit hard by.
That was Dickin.
51 also was on that tackle there, and that was Thomas. Kyle Thomas.
Hey, Kyle hit him low and Josh hit him high. So, yeah, we're going to see this Hanger, their quarterback, number 3. He's an equal threat to throw or run the ball. I look for him tonight just to run the ball. This field, it rained earlier today. It seems like it's pretty dry. But,
well, I heard they lost 19 players, 19 starters from last year.
Well, they cried about losing a bunch of them, but they got a lot of them back.
That's the same team that beat Arlington, isn't it? Arlington. I was just corrected on that by an Arlingtonian.
Looks like we're having a little trouble with the change right now or something. I don't exactly know what they're working on. But
they must have got it corrected because look at the size of the head official.
Oh,
Referee. Boy, he's a big man.
Licking Valley's got a big offensive line. They got a couple 260-pound tackles. This is going to be Bream, the tailback. He's going to get the ball quite a bit tonight.
He just about broke loose. He might have got a yard, but he was hung up in the backfield, so that gets the tackler here. Jordan Brock was in on that tackle that time. Go ahead.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Licking Valley, so maybe they will get into a passing situation here. Hinger's favorite target is Corby Bauman, number 4. So he's at the bottom of your screen on the wide out position. So Hinger rolls to pass.
He's got 2 people out there.
Room to run. He's got a man wide open.
They ran 2 people. He had 2 people running at single coverage out there.
That was Danny Garnack out there, number 31. It was wide open. So
Roby was out there trying to handle 2 people, and he got ran over. And to me, is that, what do you call that? And he kept allowed to block that far downfield?
I didn't see it, Gary.
Oh, he knocked him down.
I just saw Garnack getting wide open out there. So
the first man, the man closest to your bottom of your screen, ran over Roby. Ain't that what I seen, Carl?
It was Brandon Hayes on for the extra point. It looks like it's good, so it's going to make it 7-0 Licking Valley right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning. It must have called it incidental contact first.
Brandon Hayes with the point after touchdown.
They ran 2 people in the, I don't know whether that's zone coverage or what. But
well, looks like coaches are kind of upset with London's safety there, who might have missed a coverage. You know, when he saw 2 people on the bottom side of your screen, you know, somebody's got to get over there and help out, whether it's a free safety or if you pop a strong safety or a linebacker out on, somebody's got to help that corner out.
Well, we're getting ready to kick off. We got London's got a different setup back here. We got 3 and 3.
Myers, Brock, and Annenberg back deep.
I'd like to see him use Annenberg more. Every time I've seen him play, he's shown me something.
Unfortunately, because some of the problems that London's had, the other teams seem to be kicking the ball to Myers on a pretty consistent basis. This is 18 Haynes.
Myers is probably the most dangerous back there.
And the kick's going right to Myers. So trying to catch a little bit of wedge up in front of him, but he gets hit hard.
He didn't even, I didn't see, somebody didn't get out in front of him to block.
Well, it looked like Brent Pethel in the tackle there for Licking Valley.
So London's going to take over at 22-yard line after about an 8 or 9 yard return.
Now we're going to see Licking Valley play a lot of 2-way players, a lot of offense, a lot of defense. Watch their free safety, number 3 out there, Hinger. He led Central Ohio last year with 10 interceptions as a junior, so definitely got to be careful throwing around him. He's a big kid too.
Yeah.
It's like London opens in a pro backfield with Tyler Buchanan at quarterback, Josh Dickon at 1 running back, and Nick DeFilippo at the other running back. So
this is basically what I've been looking for all season. Buchanan's out already. He ran 1 play, and it was good for 5 yards.
Well, Dickon running the ball, so.
Yeah, well, to me that frees Dickon up to do a lot more stuff.
Well, London's going to go back to the spread. Looks like Edley and Myers will be the bottom of your screen. DeFilippo and Kyle Gillespie at the top. They're going to go to
Caught by Brandon Edley, and we got a first down, and he's loose, but he's going to be hung on. Is that a Nethers?
No, that was Tom Farrell.
I know Nethers used to wear 2.
Yeah, that was the Farrell. That was the Nethers who graduated last year. Nice catch by Brandon. Nice way to get his head upfield, his shoulders squared to take on the tackler. So nice run. He looks like he's a little shaken up though.
And they haven't. They might not think him as a threat because they really haven't gone to him over a couple times this year that I can remember. And he did make a good catch up at Lakewood.
Well, this time we got Tyler Buchanan back under center.
This might be first down play.
Pro formation, DeFilippo and Dickon in the backfield.
They're switching it up some, and that's 34 with the ball that time.
That's DeFilippo on the run. Casey Green, the guy we saw run the ball for Licking Valley on the tackle there. But the thing I like there is we talked last week about London had tried to run the option a couple different times, and with no fake to the middle, it doesn't set up that option to the outside at all. And
they're leaving 22 in there, Buchanan.
Well,
you're right about the option.
Well, see, that time they ran the what we call the belly play a lot of times to DeFilippo up the middle and sent Buchanan around the edge with Dickon as a possible option pitch man. So there's the belly run again.
DeFilippo, he's a horse. What's he weigh, about 210?
I think I actually got him down to 225. 210 is what they got him down
yeah.
for the program.
And he's only a sophomore?
Yeah, a lot of credit there. Justin Dillard, number 75 on the bottom of your screen at the left tackle position. Kyle Thomas, number 51, left guard. So this offensive line's firing out. Maybe this will be fun for the kids, you know?
Oh, it's definitely fun when you can play like this. It's just a matter of getting the right combination and make them believe in themselves.
Yep, same formation. That's
a little early. Dickens, he spins, and he's good for about 3 or 4 yards.
Oh, nothing fancy there. This offensive line's blowing some holes. I mean, you know, Licking Valley's defensive front's pretty well touted. Just Jason Cavany, 250-pound, and John Jenkins, 265-pound defensive linemen are. They're.
And if it's the ones I'm looking at, they don't look fat.
Oh, they're Division I candidates.
They're about 6'5".
Colleges are looking at these two, and London's blowing them off the ball.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 7.
Now we got Dickon back.
Ball's on the 32-yard line.
Let's pitch to Brock, so we got all kinds of combinations.
Hold on to the ball, baby.
Boy, if he could have picked up a block out there on the outside, but
he might have picked up about a yard. But he was strung out. He had defense was looking at him as soon as he got the ball. The defense was face to face.
No, this time looks like Dickens going to stay in at quarterback. Alcott's going to check in for Gillespie.
We got a 3rd and 6 now. The ball's on the 31-yard line.
Tyler Scott apparently at center's back healthy for the Red Raiders.
We got trips to the bottom of your screen, and somebody's not sure where to go. Are they going to get set?
This is back to the spread formation here for London. They're going to
aired it up
deep to Edley. They're going to call that on Edley, I think.
Edley was trying to get to the ball. What's his name didn't even see the ball. The defender, I don't know what they call.
We'll find out here.
There's 2 flags.
Well, it could go both ways, I think.
Oh, I'm glad to see Edley have a little fight in him to go make an attempt to go get the ball.
They're going to call offensive interference on Edley, so that's going to be loss of down.
I guess it's a good call, but I don't like it because the defender had his back to the ball.
Maybe replay the down. I thought it was loss of down, so it's going to bring up 4th and it's like about 20 for the Red Raiders, so looks like the punt team's going to come in. See number 50, Derek Wallace, running back out there for the Red Raiders. He's healthy again. He missed last week up at Lakewood. So Jordan Brock, one of the leading punters in Central Ohio here, got him kicking it a little bit into the wind. Oh, Myers is wide open out here.
And he quit running. He quit running. I don't know what he thought that Brock couldn't get it to him or what, but he stopped and then took off again, and the ball went right over his head.
Well, I think he saw the Licking Valley defender coming up. Actually, the guy deep in punt coverage, Michael Hingman, or Hinger, the quarterback for Licking Valley, returns their punts, and he saw that nobody was on Myers out there, and he came up. So,
but he went right by him.
We saw that play work for a touchdown in the scrimmage against Taze Valley, but that's first. I think it might be the first time London's tried that this year. That's Casey Bream, the big tailback for Licking Valley.
So he's good for, looked like maybe about 6-7 yards there. He's going to make it second and about 4.
I'll tell you what, this
Filippo was in on that tackle that time.
This Licking Valley team hasn't backed off from anybody either. They've had kind of a tough schedule, but they're playing tough competition.
67.
Looks like Billy Gossard on tackle.
Billy Gossard, one of them on that tackle. He wrapped up the legs there pretty good that time. But not until after, I believe, short of the first down.
That was 34 Nathan Nethers running the ball there. He's a junior fullback, so he normally blocks for Bream, but does occasionally carry the ball.
It's 3rd and 1.
2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, but I bet they go to Bream. They go to Bream. He's got some room around the outside. Gets a block.
Too much room.
Jordan Brock missed him. Kyle Thomas trying to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Licking Valley Panthers.
And with 5:50 to go in the first quarter, the Panthers rattle out their second touchdown. By the time when you think it's looking good our way, something happens and boom, they run a play. That's why they're 7-0.
Yeah, I saw a couple London players look like they slipped out there. I don't know how slippery this field is, but they definitely got an advantage as a runner if you know where you're going. So this is Haynes on for the extra point. It's good.
So that's going to run the score 14-0 and 5:50 to go. I haven't yet. I can.
I started to say earlier how this Licking Valley team they scheduled all the big boys. They knew that they had a good team this year. I don't know how many years out their schedule was, but they played Thornville Sheridan. They're normally a perennial playoff team in the first week. They only won 17-14. That's been about their closest game, except for a game against Newark Catholic, which they won in overtime, 27-21. So, other than that, Licking Valley's pretty much blown out everybody they played. So.
Yep, they're 7-0, and they're tough almost every year. They very seldom have a down year.
This is Haynes to kick off. He's going for Myers again. Myers going to run
Myers
straight
got him a seam, but he was. A shoestring tackle brought him down that time, so he brings the ball all the way back to the 35-yard line. I got information on my camera that we had get damaged out at the cross-country meet. It's going to run around $400 to get it out.
This time we're going to see I guess we call this just the pro formation. Buchanan back at quarterback. 2 receivers out. That's a handoff to, looks like, DeFilippo.
Quick hitter up the middle. That
was Dickens, I'm sorry.
Dickens up the middle, number 10. He might have got a yard and a half.
So I think London's trying to establish the ground game, in hopes that maybe that once you get that established, then you might be able to pass out of it. So.
Well, I personally felt like that this should have been like this way before now. To give Dickens, Dickens handles the ball every time. He's probably pretty well beat up this year.
It's going to bring Myers at the bottom of your screen. Alcott to the top. This is Dickens on the option.
Pitch. And he might get a yard.
That's going to bring up about 3rd and 6 for the Red Raiders. So potential passing situation here. Let's see if they leave Buchanan in or whether they go to Dickens at quarterback.
They're not buying that option. Buchanan's probably happy to be in there because him and Dickens are like first cousins, I believe.
Well, this time they're going to take Buchanan out. Dicken's going to be under center, or they're going to go back to the spread. Alcott and DeFilippo on the bottom of your screen. Looks like Edley and Myers at the top. Dicken back there all by himself. He's looking for DeFilippo.
Edley, quick hitter. He's the first down.
Nice tackle there by
That's Edley.
Ryan Frenton.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Let me check the number.
Oh,
It's 34. DeFilippo. Well, sometimes 84 and 34 look an awful lot alike. He got turned before I got a chance to get the numbers. Maybe I wanted it to be Edley.
now we're back to the spread formation. So I'll tell you what, London's going to keep Licking Valley honest on defense here. Dicken's just going to run it, kind of off-tackle run.
These guys don't give up too much on the run. The first play went pretty decent, but since then we haven't been too. We're just keeping them honest, keeping them in tight.
Well, I think Licking Valley was probably shocked at the initial formation that London came out in. I mean, they wasn't ready for that pro set. So now Buchanan checks back in. Jordan Brock checks out, so it looks like Dicken's going to go back to the tailback position.
From the looks of the teams they played, I would imagine they've probably seen it all.
Yeah. London's not really running a tailback-fullback situation. They're, I guess you'd call DeFilippo the fullback, Dicken the tailback, but
It doesn't have to call him nothing.
yeah.
And Dicken had a loose ball, but he was down. Should have been down.
I think DeFilippo got back on that for the Red Raiders.
Looked like it didn't come out till he was on the ground. Carl, can you give me an instant replay? Thanks. They did call the fumble. It looked like he was down to me. They probably didn't sit themselves. It's brings up 3rd and 4 on the 48-yard line. We got 2:49 to go in the first quarter.
This time we got the pro I formation in there. Buchanan under center. Now looks like we're changing something up.
This might be a trick play.
Fake. Yep, I was just getting ready to say that's some kind of fake.
Dicken's out there, but he's a little bit too long. Not Dicken, but Myers.
You know, he almost messed up there when Tyler Buchanan has to be set for 1 second before that, and he was hopping around acting like he was confused. So I kind of thought maybe that was a fake.
Yeah, I seen it when he's come out. I said, here we go.
That was obvious, but not so obvious.
We got to try anything at this point in the season.
Yep.
Find something that works. So it's 4th and 4.
Jordan Brock's just punting into a fairly light wind, not the heavy wind tunnel we normally see.
Got good hang time on that.
Fair catch by Hanger.
And Hanger hangs on to it. Number
Hanger
3.
hangs.
Yeah. Had good hang time on that, so defense was able to get down. We have a 2:25 to go in the first quarter. We have a score of 14-0 in favor of Licking Valley.
Well, last week Licking Valley jumped out on top of Bexley in the heavy rain over there. We was over there in Licking County at Lakewood. We know what that rain was like.
Yeah, I guess it was like that here too.
So this is Hanger. Actually, put 6 Nethers into the backfield, so that's his first carry on the year right there. Looks like he picked.
And he come through there like he knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah, I guess he's been practicing with the team all year, but he hasn't been allowed to play.
I don't think he's lost a step.
Well, it's different Nethers. It's the Nethers that we saw in the 3rd quarter last year.
Yeah.
He probably ran for a couple touchdowns and probably 100 yards, but it's not the old number 2 Nethers. This is the number 6 Nethers, as opposed to the number 34 Nethers. It's probably back there blocking.
Thank you for that bit of information.
That looks like
It broke the plane, so that's. Yeah, both teams moved, so we'll find out who drew who.
Now we're going to call
it's on them. How about that?
It's going to bring up second.
The way we were trying to get back, you know, my first initial reaction is keep on going. If they move, go through there and smack somebody.
I know London wants to play a lot of men in the box to try to stop the run, but you know they've got a lot of weapons. I mean,
I've already seen them.
They can throw to this Ballman quite a bit. Number 4 on the bottom. So this is another Nethers. This is 34, the fullback.
And he's all the way down to the 49-yard line before he's brought down from the 17.
That's Nathan Nethers. He's a junior, and he's the brother to the kid that graduated last year who played number 2. And number 6, Josh Nethers, the one that's been on suspension, he's a cousin.
That's Bunsen Nethers. That's about a 30-yard run.
So this time we have 2 Nethers in the backfield, Nethers and Nethers, with Hinger under center, Ballman and Troyer at the top of your screen.
London's running, what, a 5-3?
It's like Hinger's just going to
quick hitter right up the middle.
That's good for about 3 yards. Look like Dick in there on the tackle, and Matt Russell, Nick DeFilippo. See Joe Smith in there getting some playing time tonight at the right defensive end position.
Joe's a go-getter. What's his number? 51?
80.
80, okay. Where's he
80.
at?
He's at the top of your screen on
right,
defensive
on
end
right.
there. So
They're running away from him.
This is Nethers coming around this side.
Boy, they run low, too. You see how low he was?
Joe was in there on the tackle there, but that's first down for the Panthers. Well, at least playing here this year, we don't have to listen to that Panther growl every time somebody from Licking Valley gets a first down.
Yeah. They got that from Penn State.
Yeah, it's at Penn State too. That's
oh, good trip up by number 67.
Billy Gossard.
Billy Gossard gets a
Joe Smith in there on the tackle too for the Red Raiders.
Little shoestring there. Billy Gossard got all the credit here, but we seen Joe Smith put the initial. I mean, he finalized it.
Looks like maybe a timeout on the field.
And we end the quarter. Hold on.
Oh.
As we end the quarter with a score of 14-0 in favor of the Growling Panthers. We'll use a little air time. Hope it keeps going like this. We've seen a little bit of everything so far on both teams.
Well, we've seen London obviously try the trick play. We've seen, Gary's smashing a bee in here. Look out.
Where'd he go?
I think he flew out the window. He was scared of you.
You mean I missed him?
Not as quick as he used to be, Gary.
That's
of course,
hard
back
to
in
believe.
the day, Gary.
That's hard to believe.
But, we saw London try a trick play. We saw London has come out in how many different formations on offense with how many different packages of kids playing in different positions. So, I think that's all got to be a positive for London. We just need to get some stops on defense. And
they were running the oatmeal package that middle part of the quarter.
That's Josh Nethers, number 6. He's getting close to the first down. He thinks he's going to be a little bit short, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1 for Licking Valley.
They've got just as many weapons as the other teams we've been seeing. I don't think they blow people out like Washington Courthouse can.
I agree with you there. I think Washington Courthouse has more offensive weapons, and I think they physically dominate a lot more. They beat Columbus Academy last week. Of course, Washington Courthouse is at Jonathan Alder tonight, so
that'll be chaos over there. And we got Big Walnut. They're still undefeated.
Yeah, they're up at Marysville tonight. 6-1 Marysville against 7-0 Big Walnut.
Yeah, that's the game of the week.
Charlie Smith's been out the past 3 weeks with a tender ankle, and they haven't been playing him. I think they're almost holding him back for a playoff run. So, but that's a good football team without Charlie Smith. So
11-20, and the Panthers are on the move. 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line.
Keep an eye on number 4 on the bottom of your screen, Ballman. Oh,
they're looking at him. He slanted in, and he slipped trying to make a cut back.
Like I said,
but not till after he picked up the first down.
That is Hinger's favorite target on offense. So.
No, how tall is? They give a height on him?
For Ballman?
Yeah.
He's 5 feet 10 inches tall.
5 feet 1.
5'10".
5'10". He don't look like no 5'10", does he?
That brings up another first down though for court.
Get a close up on him, Carl. I'll put a measure rule stick on him. There we go.
That's Licking Valley on first down. So
here they come. This way. He's tripped up by.
It's like Billy Gossard got another shoestring there. So
he's going to make that tackle famous, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can remember when it was a famous tackle years ago. The shoestring.
Well, you get whatever you can get when they're running by you.
Yeah.
And the other stays low to the ground, so you got to get something on him.
And they do stay low. So we got another set here, 2nd and 8 on the 12-yard line.
Licking Valley continues to have 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. This time they're looking for the tight end. He's wide open.
It's no contest.
That number 40 right there, Ryan Redmond, 6'4", 235-pound sophomore. So I think maybe I could have hit him, Gary.
6'4", 235-pound sophomore. That's some more problems we got down the road. And they're on Division 4. They're considered a small school.
That's going to bring up Haynes' third attempt here for an extra point. So 20-0, Licking Valley going for 21. It's pretty good to me.
Yep, he had some toe in that, so that makes the score, as we're looking at the scoreboard, 21-0. We got 10:09 to go in the second quarter. Here, Carl, it looks like we got a good picture tonight for a change. The whole field is green as opposed to the brown field we've been getting before daylight. When they got daylight and artificial light, it changes the color of the camera. Yeah, they called me about that camera, Carl. When they said around $400, I fell out. I said, well, we got to have it, so fix it. So if there's anybody out there who wants to donate to this cause, I'm not begging, but we'd be more than glad to take your help, and we'll give you some plugs on the air. This program goes on the whole season, all through basketball and summer track, baseball, whatever. A little squibber.
Heading for Myers again. He's going to pick it up on about the 16.
He got a hole, but
that's a kicker. Haynes takes him down. So
that was the closest thing to a face mask without being one I seen. He got them pads and jerked him around just like he had a face mask. So that was a good move on Miles' point there. For a second, he was going to say let it go out.
I thought he was going to slip down the sidelines there. I didn't know what was going to happen.
It didn't look like it was going to go out. So he did the right thing. Waited till the last second.
He got the ball back up the London 49-yard line. So maybe this offense will be fun for the kids. I mean, it hadn't been too productive so far. But
nope, they jumped. Didn't they jump?
Well, I don't know.
I thought the right guard on their team jumped.
Yeah, I think one of our backs jumped.
Carl said we jumped twice, and he's right on it. See, he gets the small picture. We're looking at the big picture. It was them. Oh, I thought you said we jumped twice. I thought that's what you said. They can't hear you. I might put you on camera, on the mic. Yeah, you don't never say nothing until you can cut on somebody. Zach, that's what Zach said about you last week.
1st and 5 for the Red Raiders here. Buchanan under pro eye this time.
It don't take much to fire him up. And Dickens.
He's going to pick up about 2 yards, so it's going to bring up about 2nd and about 3 for the Red Raiders. Run right up the center behind Tyler Scott and Kyle Thomas. So.
Makes it 2nd and 3. After the penalty. So we're on the 43-yard line. What's the farthest we've been in their territory?
Might be a good situation for London. Maybe try to throw the ball here. 2nd and 3. Alcott on the bottom, Myers on top of your screen. Buchanan back to pass looking for Myers. He's cutting in. He's open.
And they're going to get scored.
It'll be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Myers. Red Raiders. Good throw by Buchanan. And Dickens were up embracing each other. That could be a combination. And I'm not going to say anything too much, but I've been calling for this all year. And we finally got it.
Oh, there's Hankey down on the field. We got a penalty flag down. It's going to be offensive pass interference against Myers. And I did not see that.
I saw something, but I didn't know what he did.
Coach Calhoun is livid.
He's running his mouth now. He's going to run and get a penalty.
Boy, I don't know about that.
See? He's very high tempered. High strong. I saw him do something, but I wasn't sure what it was.
It looked like he just cut inside of their defender. It looked like to me, and he looked like he just ran right past him. So,
and he's they're going to have to calm him down. Well, officials are not very kind to us tonight. They give us a little yardage and take the big ones away from us.
And he's going to send Buchanan back in there again. So that was a 15-yard loss of down penalties. So
and a touchdown, points off the board.
Yep.
I didn't see the flag. I did see him do something about halfway down the field when he got free.
But for London, going to try back same thing.
And he's sacked. So that's going to make it 4th down and 18, about 22.
Big number 75 or Jason Cavaney. He's 6'1", 250-pound senior there.
It looked like he was coming back with the same play.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to come back with the same play. Going to bring up Jordan Brock's going to be punting. The wind seems to be picking up maybe just a little bit. So looks like Licking Valley's going to give him pretty good respect as a punter. Back deep for them is Hinger and Devin Falk. Nice punt by Brock. That's going to be Hinger.
Be returned.
He can run. He's going to try to bring it back the other direction. Try to get by Hindenburg.
And he's caught by Hindenburg, my man. Hindenburg pulls him down on the 30-yard line, so there's a loss of about 2 yards on that return. Wes Hindenburg. Oh, Wes. Not East, but West. This is a team that beat Coal Grove, or the coal miners team.
Who did?
This team here beat Arlington.
Oh, yeah, beat Arlington last year, yeah.
The coal miners team. You go down there, that's all you see is coal.
Well, I'll tell you what, 3 of the best Division 4 teams are in the same region. Region 15, which has got Ironton first, Licking Valley second, and Portsmouth is 4th. So
that's what I like about my sidekick here, because he has all the time to pull up the internet and read the newspapers. And why don't you get a job? Carl said, "You don't have a job, do you?"
That's what my brother keeps telling me.
I'm happy.
He says self-employment.
We're both jealous.
He said, you just
2nd and 8. We got to roll out here.
Rolling out. He's looking for Bream. Throws over Bream and hits Ballman.
Or Ballman, yeah. Number 4. And that's good for a first down, and then some. Carl's even got his dispatch with him, with all the ratings.
Actually, today's dispatch is a big article in the religious section about former coach Dave Daubenmeyer's radio show.
Oh, yeah?
And now what kind of ratings it's getting for WRFB. So
we got a 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line. And Licking Valley's on the move.
Option with no back. That's Hinger. He's going to take it to the house.
They faked the cameraman out all the way.
They did?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they got it.
They faked Carl.
He followed it up, but
well, it looked like an option run, but there was nobody back there to pitch to.
Well, they had a perfect fake up the middle. They tackled the runner up the middle, the non-ball carrier. So that makes it 27-0. We still got 7:32 to go in the second quarter.
Well, last week in the rain, Licking Valley got up 28-0 on Bexley, and then pretty much started putting subs in right away.
That's a good hold. That's a good holder there, because that ball looked like it was almost on the ground. He just rolled it off the ground and rolled it up in upright position, and it's good. So there we have the score there, 28-0 with 7:32 to go in the first half. Carl just asked me who we had next week. I'll leave that to my the man without a job.
Well, it's Columbus Bexley here at home, so.
Oh boy.
And then Miami Trace at Miami Trace to end out the season. So
Miami Trace might be the easiest one we have. 28-0 already, and we have showed some brilliance on the offensive side. Got shot in the back on that penalty when we did score a touchdown. That could have really boosted the morale if that touchdown would have stood.
Well, this Licking Valley team at Miami Trace won 51-13 over Miami Trace. So.
I know Trace was sick about that. Got a little squibber.
That's a different number there. Number 21 for the Red Raiders picking that up. That's
Jerry Walters.
Jerry.
He's in the game now.
Well, Jerry's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
I'm surprised we didn't hear his parents scream.
Huh.
We're down in the courthouse.
Be nice.
Remember
now.
when he touched the ball?
Yeah.
You thought the whole place erupted. That's good. It was all positive.
It's good
that's
if
great.
the parents are right there backing him.
Yeah. I mean, it was all positive. That's great.
We've got a few more people in the stands now, Carl. It's not as bad as it started out.
Well, this time Buchanan's going to be under center. Dickin and DeFilippo in the backfield. Gillespie at the top of your screen. Myers at the bottom. So faking the option. Oh, he tries to pitch back to Dickin. That's a fumble. Like Dickin's back on it. So
That knocked the wind out of you. Dickens goes down and get the ball, and they dive on top of him.
yeah, we get 220-pound tackles. Puts everything into you.
That's the area that Buchanan will get better at, you know, the more experience he gets. You got to remember his only starting time was at Washington Courthouse when Dickens was out, injured.
This time London goes back to the spread. Dickens at quarterback. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. He's going to roll to the top. He's looking for DeFilippo.
And he's upended real quick by number 29.
That's 29, Tyler Lewis. He's a strong safety. He had to come over there and put a cover on, you know, the extra receivers. So his responsibility will be the tight end there. The cornerback followed the receiver out. That's going to bring up third and about, 17 maybe, 16?
Yeah, they're showing 16.
So London's
Ball's on the 36-yard line. We got almost 6 minutes to go.
Another passing situation here for the Red Raiders. So
I'd like to see us get a score before half.
Dickens going to roll. He throws to Myers. Myers down on a knee when he catches
the ball
it.
hit the ground.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass. I don't know. I kind of thought maybe.
He scooped the ball up off the ground.
Did he? Okay.
It's like a one hop.
Had to have been a forward pass, and evidently it must have met that criterion of a forward pass to be dropped.
That's what.
If it was a backward pass, if he dropped it, it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was an incomplete pass to Myers.
And in Ohio High School Athletics Association,
Carl wants to know how you can throw a forward pass. You want to answer that?
how you can throw a forward pass.
Yeah.
I was just saying, oh no, in Ohio High School Athletics Association, you can throw 2 forward passes on one play as long as the first one is completed
behind the line
and thrown behind the offensive original line of scrimmage. So
I think you can do that on about any level, can't you?
it's like Jordan's back to punt again. Nice punt. Gordon going toward him.
Ball went up there like a floater, didn't it?
It's going to go out of bounds at the
36-yard line, 37 maybe. So Licking Valley's going to take over with 5:49 to go in the first half, and they're leading 28-0. First and 10 on the 36. Now, Carl, what were you saying about a forward pass? Oh, okay.
Gary was trying to work on trying to get Carl's voice on the screen here, so.
Don't tell on me.
Oh. Well, this time they're going to have just one Nethers in the backfield. Hanger's going to go back to pass. Ballman falls down.
And it was knocked down.
Knocked down. Who got
Line
it?
of scrimmage, it might have been Smith. He's about the only one who's in there.
He's tall enough. He gets out there and puts his ball on it. He's 6'4", so got his hands up in the air like a good defensive tackle, a good defensive end's supposed to do. And so
got some good games coming up over the weekend. Of course, this game will be over before they hear this, but got the Browns and the Bengals.
How about Washington Courthouse at Jonathan Alder? I like that one. You know, I'll take Courthouse. He's going to throw this time to Bream out in the flat. Jordan Brock brings him down.
Muscles him down. Bream, look, he stopped.
What's your other good games, Gary? Ohio State and Wisconsin?
Ohio State and Wisconsin.
About on Monday Night Football, which we'll go up against in the ratings, where turn off the Redskins and the Cowboys and watch this ball.
And watch this one, yeah.
It's probably about the same.
One thing about our telecast is you've seen a good team every week. It hadn't always been us, but you've seen a good team.
Hanger fakes the pass. The draw play to looks like Bream. He's got some room.
And Bream's got some room.
Neal misses him, and
he's on his way to pay dirt.
He's going to try to catch him.
He'll never get him.
Boy, Bream's going to have he's already got 100 yards with that run, so.
And that runs the score up to 34, pending the extra point, and we're still in the first half. They are probably outscoring anybody we played against as far as scores go. Most teams cut it off about the 30-point mark, 35. What was the most we got scored against us? 41?
Against London?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tecumseh?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And it's good.
Good.
So that makes the score 35-0 and 4:56 to go in the first half. London on the losing end right now. Caught my attention. I was watching the Monday Night Football game the other night, and the commentators was talking about something, and he said such and such team got, what was it, St. Louis Rams. They're probably about the toughest in the NFL right now. And St. Louis Rams, something like 16, and the other team Goose Egg.
Yeah.
And then they just lit up because they said, that takes me back to my high school commentation days when Goose Egg was a big thing to say. Like it's, that's amateur.
Like we say gaggle.
Yeah, Goose Egg is amateur. So right now we're looking at a Goose Egg and 35 for...
So we're amateurs if we say goose egg or gaggle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they didn't say gaggle. You said that.
And nobody
Carl's brother
gaggle.
said gaggle, so I've heard it. I'm sure he has too, because that's where he gets most of his stuff.
That's Haynes kicking off. This time Jordan Brock's going to take it for Red Raiders.
Come on up the field with it.
Coming on the bottom of your screen.
And he runs into a gaggle.
Runs into a gaggle.
At about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, Gary, he's just talking about Licking Valley. Now they got 35 points. They might have to start putting in some of their subs. But I got information here. Last year, their JV team and their freshman team was a combined 14-1. So, I mean, they're strong all the way through the program. They put their sophomores in there, and they're still going to have some pretty decent players. So,
right.
They just reload, I think.
So far they have been.
This time London's going to go with the spread formation. Dickens just going to try to run it.
And he's met at the line of scrimmage. He might have got it a yard and a half, a couple of yards maybe.
Yeah, looks like Ryan Frenton.
He's not getting up too quick.
Ryan Frenton, the linebacker, was out there unblocked, so just kind of him and Dickens one-on-one. So.
Dickens is acting like he pulled a hamstring or something, or a muscle.
He wants to go back in.
What is, what's her name?
Miss Trayvon is...
What is she doing? She's doing some kind of signals there.
She's signaling to the other trainer that they've got one hurt.
Oh, okay. She's right on top of it, wasn't she? That's pretty cool. She called out the other trainer.
Looks like Josh is kind of holding on to his hip a little bit.
Yeah, the official then said, let's play ball, and they might hand her the ball.
I just wonder if Josh might have got chunked in the head because he knows if he's injured.
He was holding his leg.
Maybe he knows if it's an injury, he's got to come out and he's trying to stay in the game. So this time,
Yeah, like that guy last week hurt his right arm.
yeah, well, I didn't get to see that on the replay, but I think maybe more in his right arm, Gary. But
So we're looking at a third down now.
so it's going to be about 3rd and 6 for the Red Raiders. 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
And we have a score of 35-0.
Kind of a passing situation. Buchanan's going to stay in there. Let's see if he goes under center, or maybe we'll try to spread with Tyler in there. Looks like Buchanan, or it looks like Brock and DeFilippo is going to be in the backfield. Pro formation. Myers on top of your screen. They're looking for Myers, looking for Adley out of the tight end, but nothing there. So
Little off the mark, and Buchanan takes a pretty good hit. You roll out like that, you're sitting duck. He rolling to his left and throwing back right. And as soon as he turned to throw back right, he got smashed. So we got another punting situation.
yeah, going to bring back up Jordan Brock back in. So Hinger and Falk back deep. So with as many speedy runners as they got, it's kind of odd they got Hinger back there, but
Got a dead ball
let that
here.
one go. Myers comes down on it, so it's like he's going to put the ball down for Licking Valley on Licking Valley 43-yard line for where they'll start their next possession.
I'm kind of happy with London. We got a fairly decent crowd for, you know, usually if you got a losing team, people just don't come out, but there's a fairly decent crowd down there now. So just keep it up, folks. We only got a couple more games. Just support these kids.
You know, next week's senior night, so
Yeah.
against Bexley, so
You know, we're all ready to support our nation. Let's support our own kids while we're at it. What do you think?
looks like we got two Nethers in the backfield. No, that's Bream and Nethers back there. Henger's still under center, so they still got a lot of the dirty jerseys in. That's Bream. He's breaking it to the outside.
He's going for a record.
Block misses him. That's Annenberg.
Annenberg.
Grab him.
And he does.
Pull him down. That's Roby.
And it's finally takes a gaggle to bring him down. Hindenburg had a hold in and Roby, and then they slowed him up enough to get some help over there. What's he weighing?
He's a 5'11", 195-pound
Well, he's a little teddy bear.
senior. So actually, he was slated to be their tight end this year until Nethers came out, and then Green went from tight end back to tailback, and you know he's had a couple 100-yard games.
And I want to thank you for sharing that with us.
He's not that high in Central District in rushing, but
35-0. I lost the ball that time, Carl. I was looking for Breen to have the ball, and
that was 34. Nathan Nethers, the fullback at that time. So
Brock was in on that tackle that time. It's a slow grind. Wake up, Carl. We got 2:50 to go in the first half. And the Panthers are on the move again.
fake to Bream, trying the end around. He bobbles it a couple times.
Like he's playing basketball out there.
Play number 25, Jake Butler, out there. Junior.
That ball took two perfect bounces.
Well, Butler was the one that got burned by Sean Myers for the touchdown that they called back. So
Yeah.
Butler, the ball carrier. Brought down to number 51.
he's another two-way player for Licking Valley. But this time Henger's under center. Ballman's the only one out. This time a two tight end set. Number one, Evan Bush lined up at tight end.
I think London moved that time. You don't? Let's see. Carl don't think so. Let's see who's right. Oops.
They're going to call that on Licking Valley.
I missed that one.
London's got the mic on the announcer. Or on the
Yeah, on the referee.
guy in the white hat. That's the referee.
Okay. He's gone to his cheat sheet again and find out who.
That's a
You tell us
referee with the white hat.
every week that the white hat is a referee.
I have to check my sheet, Gary.
That's a good job. You're doing a fine job. I'm proud of you.
I don't want to be wrong.
You're impossible.
Hanger back to pass. He's looking for Ballman out on
He
the
floated
outside.
that one up there.
Nice tackle. He's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Looked like that was Roby out there on the tackle.
That ball was in the air a long time.
Let's see where that spot is. I think they're going to give him a spot. Boy, I don't know if I like that spot. What do you think, Carl? First down?
Looks like first
Boy,
down
they
from
gave him a
here.
good spot. They're going to call first down, so.
Yep.
Good job by Ballman to find the chains and get out there far enough to.
That ball looked like it was in the air for quite a while.
Oh yeah, he threw it and Ballman hadn't even broke to the outside yet. So
First and 10.
Hinger's going back to pass again. He's looking for Ballman on the slant this time. That's Roby again and Matt Russell with the tackle.
Roby and Russell in that tackle. What grade's Roby in? Roby's a senior, so we're going to lose him.
They got 1:15 left to go in the quarter here, so
And they're trying to get another score.
let's see if Red Raiders can at least get a stop. Maybe that'd be.
Licking Valley is for real.
I'm kind of surprised to see him throwing so much. I mean, I know they got to work on their offense and everything, but that time fake Hanger rolls around the out. He's got Nethers open out there, wide open.
Nobody there.
Boy, I think London's linebackers forgot that they've got pass support there. They've got to cover the receiver. So nice call though by Licking Valley. So
41-0. And I think that as the highest score we had against us this year so far has been 41 points.
well, look how many different weapons they've used. I mean, I don't have it in front of me, but they've used Breen, they've used Nethers catching the ball, Nethers running the ball. They've had Hanger run the ball. Throw the big pass to the big tight end, the sophomore.
They've got a lot of weapons. And it's good. Makes the score 41-0.
That makes
There you have
42
it.
by my
That's
book.
what I thought. Yeah, now they finally put it up there. 42. Points they can run up tonight.
Gary got
Does
a little,
points make any difference as far as the ratings?
no, actually it doesn't make any difference, but it does make a little difference, I think, in the Columbus Dispatch coaches poll and the Associated Press state poll, but because that's all voted on. That has nothing to do with but the computer rankings are set up based off of who you play and just as if you win or not based off what division they're in, and then you get secondary points for who you beat and who they beat. So
Yeah.
got a little inside tip here for halftime, and we're going to see the junior high band out here.
Well, that's good. They used to play them quite a bit. And the junior high there at one time was tougher than the varsity high school band.
We got Haynes to kick off again. Like they're kicking toward Myers again. And, somebody got to get a block, man. I thought about 4 guys. I don't hate to get down on them, but my gosh, they're just wandering around out there. They're not even picking up anybody and hitting them. Not even sure Carl could run through that. No blocking.
I don't know. He's a coal miner's daughter. No, he's not. He's a man, ain't he? I might get smacked for saying that. 42-0. And we got a timeout, London.
47 seconds left to go here in the first half.
And we're going to take a timeout, London. 37.7 seconds, and after London calls a timeout, which we took a timeout
It's a
too.
different package. Buchanan with Brock and DeFilippo in the backfield. Buchanan's looking to throw to Myers on the slant. He's got it. Ouch!
And there's a head-on collision there, and Mars is not moving.
Ooh, that's Corby Ballman. The wide
He is
receiver.
not moving.
Hit him hard.
Man, it was like he hit a steel wall. And we're going down. Myers sitting there, and that last hit that you just saw, I mean, it's like he hit a stone wall. But he's up and back moving, so he's probably a little woozy. Yeah, Carl said he's shaking it off. And waving to the no, what's her name did that? What's her name? Traven, she raised his arm. Girl's got class, man. So we got 39.8 seconds to go, and Mars is going to get a little cool in the water.
Looks like Alcott's,
Yeah.
Alcott's going to check into the kind of the flanker position that Myers normally plays. Gillespie's on the top of your screen. They're looking for, who are they looking for?
Well, that's what's name was in close,
Looking for
number
Alcott.
5, Alcott.
Filippo.
And DeFilippo's out there and went across Alcott's hands and hit the defender's helmet.
I didn't see Tyler Buchanan on the end of the play, but he looks like he got a little shook up there.
He got hit pretty hard.
We got about 29 seconds left to go in the first half here.
And we got a 2nd and 10 on the 36-yard line. Brock comes out of the game. I would imagine Endenberg's in for him, but I can't see who's out there.
Trying to locate Josh Dickon. He's standing on the sideline, so maybe Dickon and Myers might both be down.
Cut the whole backfield out. Timeout London.
Live action, 29 seconds left to go in the first half. This time Buchanan in the shotgun formation, spread offense. Looking for Monte Jackson. Nothing doing there. Looked like Bream and Ballman on the coverage there.
He was getting ready to get it. He was getting ready to be 8 alive. Had he caught that ball, he was going to be sandwiched right there. Monte's pretty fast.
Yeah, he was by himself on the bottom of the screen there, and had no other receiver out there running any interference for him. So.
But we got the underclass backfield in there.
Well, it looks like Matt Russell now checks in.
This is Saturday morning's team backfield.
Buchanan fakes to nobody, and then he runs. He just might as well run it. Looks upfield.
Should have run out of bounds.
Running. He's out of bounds now.
Yeah, that's what I said. He should have run out of bounds.
He'll stop the clock with 18.6 seconds to go in the first half. Bring up 4th and about 3 for the Red Raiders.
I ain't gonna bite on that one. Carl's on your case.
So I'd say London will just go for it here instead of punt the ball. That makes most sense. Well, let's see if they got anything up their sleeve here. Edley, DeFilippo, and Alcott to the top of your screen. Gillespie at the bottom of your screen. Looks like Buchanan's just going to try to run it.
Just run the clock out. We're down to call a timeout. First down.
First down for Red Raiders. At least stop the clock while the chains move. Once the chains are set, then the clock will start.
I guess Myers is healthy. Looks like he's going back in the game. Myers underclassman too, isn't he? That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's a junior, so looks like London must have called a timeout there. With 13.1 seconds left to go in the first half.
London is losing a score of 42-0, but they're losing to a team that's playoff bound and very well could be in the finals of the playoff. Carl said they got to go through Arlington.
Well, the Division 4 state champ will probably be out of Region 15. So.
What do you think about that, Carl? $42-0.
Well, let's see what London does here. Looks like Myers is going to check back into the game. Dickens already left the field and headed to the locker room, so looks like Myers is going to be in the slot. Russell back. He's going to be kind of the blocking back in front of Buchanan. Buchanan's looking for Edley.
And it's intercepted.
Looked like intercepted by number 25 there, Jake Butler. So
they still got 5.7 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, it probably was as good as a punt. So that gives them 1st and 10.
That looks like Licking Valley's going to put in a lot of clean shirts here just to get their feet wet for one play before they go in at halftime. Looks like
that's another amateur.
Looks like Devin Falk, number 8, is going to check in at quarterback.
That's another amateur comment you just made. Get their feet wet.
Oh, is it? Well, that kid's going to run the ball instead of get his feet wet.
He got smashed.
That's number 20, Shannon
Hindenburg.
a junior, so that's going to be the end of the first half. So London Red Raiders down by a score of 42-0 to Licking Valley Panthers.
Go wide, Carl. Get that whole field of football playing. Look at that. It's a massive people. Good shot. And we end up on the scoreboard here, and like we said, we got a good thing coming to you. Every junior high band, so don't go away, folks. We got a halftime coming at you. Right now, we're going to take a break.
Tonight we open our show with America the Beautiful.
Just enough. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, the 8th graders from London Middle School are joining us. Imagine next year the size of our band. The first number the 8th graders and the high school play is Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Next year, don't you think?
The officials are working with the captains, I guess. London will receive second half. I never seen them do that at halftime.
What's that? Yeah, a lot of times they do.
First part of the game,
well,
then it's automatic.
Well, because actually,
you change your mind.
A lot of times they do that at the end of the first half, because a team that wins the toss will have a choice of either taking the football or deferring to the second half, and that means that they'll let the other team make their decision first, and then they make their decision in the second half.
Did you follow that, Carl? Who's on first and what's on second, and I don't know who's in the second half. But anyway, we got 50 seconds to go.
A lot of times it works out pretty good for the, so London, let me see, London received first. No, London kicked off. Okay.
So they have the option to receive it.
Yeah, basically that's.
But I never seen them go through that ritual.
They always call the captains out. Sometimes at the end of the first half.
Why haven't I seen that before?
I don't know. Because sometimes it's at the end of the first half. It's not always. They just meet with the captains.
Not at the beginning of the second half.
It doesn't always have to happen. It has to happen sometime at halftime, and a lot of times it's just done at the end of the first half. And sometimes you don't even see it because it's down in the end zone or someplace.
Okay. So I'm going to start watching for that. And next time I see it, I'm going to point it out to you, Carl. And I want to thank you for sharing that with us, because I did not know it. I did not know that. Yeah, Johnny Carson. Anyway, we got a 42-0 ball game here. London's coming out second half to see what happens here.
Kind of looking at.
I really like. Looks like we're preparing for the future. And basically, with our season the way it's gone, that's about probably. But the main thing you can do is prepare for next year. Getting a lot of next year players in there. Change the offense some, change the lineup some. So unless I'm off base, which maybe I am, just don't throw me out.
It's like London's got everybody back and dressed for the second half. I see Myers he's out there on the kickoff return squad. Licking Valley's going to kick off. Dickens back dressed, so maybe he's feeling okay.
And Mars took a nasty hit there at the end of the first quarter, first half. Laid him out for a while, but he's raring to go again. Football is a contact sport, huh?
Looks like London's going to put back deep Jordan Brock and Sean Myers, and they're kicking toward Myers. That time Jerry Walters catches it, hands it off to Myers. Nothing doing there, so.
That was almost a quarterback play there.
Well,
I think we might have given up a couple yards.
Looked like they told Walters, if you catch it, get it to somebody else. I mean,
however, he did what he was told, and that's the bottom line. That's what makes good players.
Well, London's going to take over on their own 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Looks like Buchanan's going to be under center. DeFilippo and Dickin's going to be in the pro backfield. They line up Edley at the tight end on the top of your screen. Myers at the receiver on the top of your screen. That's DeFilippo on the belly play.
Yeah, DeFilippo, he's a horse. His dad was in here at halftime. Nick. That's the first time I'd met him. I'd seen him before, but I didn't know who he was. And we talked for a few minutes. He don't look much older than his boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Phil's one of the coaches in our Pee Wee program. So. Phil.
He said his name was Nick.
Well, that's Nick on the field.
He said his name was Nick.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Or maybe
that's Dickin. Oh man,
Dickin's taking. He's off.
He breaks loose. Bream's chasing him.
Can Bream catch him?
Bream's chasing him.
He's narrowing the gap. We got another. Hey,
that's
touchdown, Dickin.
Touchdown. No flags.
And that was all Dickin. After that, the line got him through there, Dickens took over from there. So that's a bright spot right there. And that comes off. I ain't gonna say that freed up Dickens. He's been, second half comes normally, he's tired, he's done run the ball from that offense, he runs it in, and he's down, took all those hits. We got a fresh Dickens coming into the second half, and it showed. Runners on the board, 42-6, pinning the extra point by Myers. And Myers is going to hit this one, he's going to hit the scoreboard with this one.
Looks like they're offside. Snap goes right through Tyler's hand.
Good thing it was, because that snap shot, it bounced off the ground. Myers is coming over wanting to see if they want to run a play. 2-point shot.
It's going to get him half the distance to the goal, so put the ball on about the 1.5 yard line.
Oh, he wants the tee. They were setting up the kick without the tee. That ball came through and looked like it just scooted across the ground. He wouldn't have got a hold of it anyway.
No, this time looks like Myers is
coming out.
Looking for his shoe, maybe.
They're sending him back out.
He says go ahead and take the penalty.
And here goes the offensive team out.
London's going to go for it now, so.
Putting the Buffalo package in.
It's like Dickens.
He's beefed up so much, he looks almost like he's part of the Buffalo package.
Well, it looks like Buchanan's going to be the quarterback. It's like going to have DeFilippo and Dickin in the backfield. Normally you'd see Matt Russell check in this situation. They're just going to run a power I formation. Edley, the tight end's to the bottom of your screen. Oh.
He was nailed as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, Buchanan got hit real hard as soon as he got the ball. So nice hit there, buddy.
He looked like a freight train come through there and took him rolling back through there. So here we have the score, 42-6. And London gets on the scoreboard after a fine play by Josh Dickens. Caught him off guard, and Dickens bullied his way through there after he got through the initial line.
I'd like to see that on replay because it looked like Dickens knocked one of his own guys down. Man. He blasted somebody, and then he blasted somebody else, and then all once he was off to the races. So
he's a bully. Hard nosed.
And for the first time since 1955, London High School has appeared in the state golf tournament.
We're just hearing that on the PA right now. They're talking about Rob Summers, a senior for the Red Raiders, is representing the Red Raiders at the state golf tournament. So.
That's the first time since 1955 when Dick LeBeau was a senior, and the whole team went to the state that year.
LeBeau must have.
He played everything.
He was a golfer and a football player. Huh?
And a track. And He played two sports at one
Looks
time.
like London's going to try the onside kick.
It's loose.
Looks like
It's
London's
loose.
football. Ball went 10 yards. That's all it's got to go.
The ball was loose.
Well, I'm surprised Licking Valley wasn't any more ready for that than that. But London claiming it's theirs, but
Didn't come up that way.
Licking Valley's going to take the football on their own 47, 48-yard line. So,
Well, to be honest with you, it doesn't make much difference where Licking Valley takes the ball, so might as well just take a chance and try to get the ball back as to send them down the 20-yard line and let them run all the time off the clock and score.
well, I thought that looked like it was going to work for the Red Raiders. So.
It was a loose ball. We just weren't able to get on it. So it's 1st and 10 on the 48-yard line.
Like a little confusion there. Well, they got to get the kicking tee off the field. That's pretty important.
What the official do, put in his pocket?
Yeah, he threw it off the sideline.
They've been known to take the tees.
Now looks like they're going with the Nethers. Two Nethers in the backfield. That was Josh, number 6, running the ball. Picks up about 4 yards there for Licking Valley.
Talking about the bow, he was everything in basketball also. Had a jump shot that when he shot the ball, it was like a straight arrow. There was no arch at all.
I've got one of his football cards when he played cornerback for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's worth much.
He was all pro for 10 years. Okay, it's 2nd and 7. Here comes the Nethers. And that's number 4.
No, that's Nethers, number 6.
The 6?
Yep, that Josh had 34. Nathan Nethers out there blocking for him, so
6 and 34.
it's going to bring up 3rd and about a foot. So this looks close. Surprised we're not going to measure it, but there must be pretty sure it's short. So
The clock's still running.
well, this time they
3rd and 1.
send Ballman and Troyer to the bottom of your screen. Looks like it's going to be Nethers. That's going to be a 1st down. Nice hit there by Annenberg. And it looks
He
like
kind of just flipped over that tackle.
Tad O'Farrell there too. So
Kept his legs moving and just more or less looked like he just more or less dove over, hitting and flipped his legs up so they couldn't get his legs and went over for the 1st down. But they're gonna measure. Oh, they called it. Boy, that looks awful close. 1st down.
1st down. This time Licking Valley's in a 2 tight end set. Receiver Ballman to the top of your screen. Hinger hands off to Nethers on the bottom of your screen. He gets past Sanders.
He's going to be run out of bounds by Brock. Jordan Brock makes that tackle, but not until after another 1st down is picked up.
So if I say get your feet wet, then I'm an amateur, huh?
Well, I would say so. You said something else. I was trying to think of what it was. It wasn't goose egg, though.
How about clean jerseys?
I'm not
clean
even an
shirts,
amateur
that's
yet.
Well, we're going to see some clean jerseys here in a little bit.
Carl said he likes when we say we're back live. We were never dead.
Well, we're never live, actually, on TV, so or it's tape delayed, so we're back tape delayed. So.
Okay, we're back tape delayed, Carl. As the Panthers slowly grind out, they're headed for pay dirt again. They're on the 16-yard line. They call it the 15.
Well, they're going to send 2 tight end sets.
2nd and 7. Carl said they better say some of those touchdowns for Arlington. Arlington.
Hinger hands off to Nethers.
He
Annenberg's
just does
got
not
him.
want to go down. He finally got upended. He come over the top and got him. Brock.
Looked like maybe a 34. Must have been Brock coming over the top there. So
Annenberg. Yeah.
That's
I thought I saw Brock.
another 1st down, so it brings up 1st and goal for Licking Valley with 8:23 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
This game's moving along pretty good. We might get home tonight to see the 11 o'clock news.
Well, Licking Valley's highest output this year is 51 against Miami Trace, so that's
There's a big
Hinger.
mix-up in the backfield that time.
Oh, I thought he handed it off to
I wanted to
Nethers.
be sure he had the ball.
Who got him there?
I want to say DiFilippo, but I'm not sure. Jordan
like
Brock.
Jordan Brock, so he must have been on a blitz there. Well, Carl's picking up some of our fans there.
Nice hairdo.
Bring up second.
Having a bad hair day.
2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Pitch to Nethers, coming to the bottom of the
He
screen.
cuts it
Got a
against the
block.
grain. He takes a pretty good hit, and he gets all the way down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, his big number 76, Zach Redmond, out there on the block, and 6'4", 250. He was clearing a space there.
He took a pretty good hit, but he popped right back up, so
Bring up
glancing blow.
3rd and goal from the 3, so. You know,
Ball's on the 3-yard line.
number 6 hadn't scored yet tonight. That's Josh Nethers, our senior.
So
So
we got to give him a score. He gets the
heading
ball,
around right. Ooh, hit hard.
but he's going to go in.
Is he in? Touchdown, Licking Valley Panthers.
That's why I was saying you might as well just try the onside kick, because it's just going to take them a little bit longer to score. But they're running on all cylinders tonight, so got to give them credit where credit's due. They're a pretty tough team. But look out next year and the year after. We're coming after you.
I think it makes 5 different players that scored touchdowns for Licking Valley tonight. So
That should run the score to 49. 49-6. You have the score there on the scoreboard with 6:47 left in the 3rd quarter. We're back live.
tape delayed.
Tape delayed live. Oh boy, yeah, wonderful. It's just a great feeling. I always wanted to say we're back live and really be back live, but what can you say?
Well, as soon as we get the donations roll in for the field truck and the semi and all the transmission equipment and everything.
The school gave them the truck.
Now they run that on tape delay down there though, don't they?
Yeah.
But
They run it the next morning.
they've got mixers, they've got a couple different cameras.
We've got all this stuff. We just don't have the personnel to do it.
Well, Haynes has made a steady diet of kicking off to Myers all night. Let's see if he does it again. Myers and Brock back deep for the Red Raiders. This time kind of a short kick, headed for Myers. Myers picks it up. Got 4 guys back there. Nobody blocking.
Well, I think that was supposed to be the hidden ball trick, where everybody got in a huddle, and you don't know who's going to come out with it.
You know, if you got 5 guys on the hidden ball and nobody blocking, you're going to get tackled. Unless you're really good at the hidden ball.
Yeah, you got to hide the ball a little bit better than that.
Well, London's going to start at their own 20-yard line. Let's see what we got here. Looks like Buchanan's going to... Well, now we got Buchanan and Dickin in the backfield. Spread offense formation. He's going to roll. Looking to pitch to Dickin. Ain't nothing going there. Bream and a whole gaggle of white jerseys there.
Dickens can stand back and watch
somebody else
cousin take all
somebody
the
else
hits.
get hit for a change.
They wrapped him up, and then they, like a bunch of wild dogs, they just was picking on him the whole for about 10 seconds there.
Well, if you don't have a fake to the inside there, just everybody flows the outside with that option. It's just let's see what London does here as far as 2nd and 8. Now they're going to go to the power I formation with Buchanan under center. Myers at the top of your screen, Alcott at the bottom.
We've seen a little bit of everything tonight.
A little bit of everything. It's got to be a little bit
And
more
a lot of it
fun for the
looks good.
kids, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing
slow
going
developing.
there, so.
Blockers can't hold quite that long.
Well, I think the idea going into the spread offense was that, you know, London has a rather small offensive line, and that with the spread they were just supposed to hold or block for just a second, and, you know, then the ball would be the outside somewhere. But with a straight up running game, you got to sustain your block a little bit longer. Move some people. You got to move the pack a little bit.
They're on the 20-yard line, but it's 3rd and 10. So we haven't moved.
Looks like we're going to go back to a spread. Nobody in the backfield this time. Edley and Myers at the top of your screen. DeFilippo and Gillespie at the bottom. He's looking for Gillespie across the middle. He's got him. He's got a block downfield from
Edley.
Edley.
Edley made a good block there. It was allowing him to pick up another 10 yards on that play.
Well, Gillespie got one-on-one coverage on the bottom of your screen there, and so that's where the spread works. And Buchanan had time to get rid of the ball.
He didn't have much time. They was leaning on him. Did he go down, Carl?
I think that's the biggest play for Kyle Gillespie this whole year so far. He's had a lot of nice catches.
Yeah.
But that's the first time we don't too often run him across the middle like that.
Well, during the season, he was making quite a few catches, and then all of a sudden you didn't see him throwing to him that much.
Well, you don't have a safety in the middle of the field when you got 4 receivers spread out there looking for Myers. That's picked off. Oh,
almost.
I'm just getting ready.
12.
It's like Richie Zeman.
Zeman, yeah.
Strong safety out there. I thought he was going to take that one.
He come across, and had he got a hold of it, he had nothing but touchdown written all over it.
Well, see now, London's got Licking Valley guessing at least a little bit as to what formation they're going to be in, so it does at least open up a few more things on the offensive end.
We got 2nd and 10 on the 42-yard line.
Licking Valley's still got a lot of starters in there on defense too.
London has scored more.
Redmond and Breen, they're 2 big linebackers. All of them are still in there. It's like Belly played to DeFilippo up the middle. He's going to pick up.
Still fighting. He might have got a yard or 2.
That's going to bring up 3rd and about 9 for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, he was kind of stood straight up, and that's easy pickings for the defense once they stand you up. So we got a 3rd and 8.
Well, this time we're going to have Dickin and Buchanan in there. When we see that package, I would anticipate Buchanan will be at the quarterback. But you might see the spread with both of them back here. But this looks like going to line up in a power eye with Myers at the bottom of your screen, Gillespie at the top.
Is that the power eye or pro eye?
Pro eye, whatever. Oh, looks like Dickin's going to throw it. He's looking for Gillespie. He's out there. Intercepted by number 25, Jake Butler. Gillespie didn't really have a step on him. It was kind of underthrown, so that one didn't work. But hey, at least the Red Raiders are trying to make this offense a little bit more fun. So.
Mixing it up some. So Panthers take over. 1st and 10 on their own 14. Get a good shot of that head referee call next time he stands out there. I'll let him know. We put him on channel 25.
Well, they got some clean jerseys in there. That's number 20, Shannon Melton, the junior, running the ball.
Yeah, a loss of about 4 yards.
Who made that tackle? Was that Kyle Thomas there making the tackle for the Red Raiders?
I'll tell you in just a second. As soon as John Lewis.
Oh, John Lewis. So.
I have my spotters in the next booth.
Yeah.
They're a little
Gary waits till the PA announcer comes on with
that's
it.
That's the way to do it. Then I don't do it wrong. We don't have any spotters over here.
They look like Licking Valley's going to put 2 receivers to the top of your screen. That's a draw play.
And it's not going that way.
Oh, Matt Russell there.
And we got a flag here at the middle of the line.
That's most likely going to be a holding penalty. That's going to be a holding penalty, half the distance on Licking Valley. So
that's going to take them back.
I don't know, London may want to consider just letting that play stand there.
Push them back, way back.
Number 20, Shannon Melton, the ball carrier. Number 65, Matt Russell.
London might want to consider just going ahead and taking that. Letting it be about 3rd and 13. Yeah. It's about 3rd and 14, 3rd and 13. It could have been replay the down half a distance to goal, but I don't know. It might be 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah, that far back in your own territory. Hit him. Oh, he missed him.
It's like Folk's going to roll out here. He's looking for that big tight end.
So it's going to make a 4th down.
Looking for that big tight end. Ryan Redmond's already scored a touchdown tonight. So
let's see what kind of guts they got now.
Well,
They gonna punt or will they?
yeah, let's bring on the punt team, but this is the first time they brought out the punt team tonight, so let's see how they are at this phase of the game. Well, their punter Troyer averages 36.9 yards a kick. He's looks like he's about in the top 10 in Central Ohio. So let's see if he can get off one here. He should be into the win though. Blocked. Oh, Derek Wallace. Said he deflected the ball. So
Yeah, and he was standing right there too.
yep, good play by Derek Wallace there.
Didn't
So
show that official made that good call there, Carl. The official made that call.
that's the one in the white hat.
There's my man. He was right on it. He said it was, he tipped the ball.
And Derek Wallace, Derek's
That was close one.
big kid.
He leveled.
Derek stands 6'2", but I think he's taller than that. I think he was 6'2" when he played Pee Wee football.
So London's got a break here. We might get another score. See what happens. 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line after a block punt.
Buchanan under center. DeFilippo fake of a blitz. There's Dickin running the ball up the middle or off tackle. He's still running. He's going. Running for a corner. Touchdown.
Touchdown. He laid that spin move and kept his feet moving and just overpowered him. Went in to score. 49-12. This is another highlight for us. You might laugh at me, but this is the offense I've been calling for from day one.
Well, Josh does. I mean, obviously he throws the ball good too, but he's a nice runner. I mean, you know.
And he's not wore out.
Yeah, it might be a little
have to do all the
pressure.
work, you know. On the other way, he was getting hit 3 out of every 4 plays.
Now that's a risk that you run with a spread offense. So I mean,
And it's a learning thing.
looks like London's going to go for 2 here. Looks like they're going to go the pro formation backfield. Buchanan fakes to Dickin. He's looking for passing to Myers. That's blocked down.
Pat it down.
Looks like knocked down by number 80 there. Wes Myers. So Myers defends a Myers there.
As big as this difference in the score is, okay, wait a minute, Carl. Number 12. That the bigger the difference that we have in the score there, I just went ahead and used my kicking game.
Yeah, I kind of almost agree with you. Just try to keep a little bit of momentum going, a little bit of something positive happening, keep going. You know, get an extra point. Get an extra point. You're not going to win this game. I mean, but having good positive things
But it's
happen.
also positive. Figure you can get the other 2, and if it works, you know, that just uplifts the players more. So these kids they haven't given up. You know, in the prior games I've watched, been doing here, a lot of times they'll get down 3 or 4 touchdowns and they give up.
If Carl can get his camera on our the returns team for Licking Valley, they got got 9 people up close. Myers tries to squibble and they try to fair catch, which that's number 22, Brian White on a fair catch, and that should have been a flag on the Red Raiders there. Now they throw it in there.
Yep.
That guy in the white hat threw that one way on back.
Coming to that.
So that's going to be he called for a fair catch. He should have been given area to catch that ball.
I'm not even sure London's seen him call for a fair catch.
Well, he definitely's got his hand up there in the air, so London may not be too used to, defending against that.
There's an awful late flag.
Well, the man in the white hat's in charge, and it'd be surprised me if his other official friends talked him out of letting this call go, but he might pick up his flag. No, he's not.
They're marching.
Yep. Man in the white hat, you don't mess with him.
Okay, dead ball, personal foul.
Well,
is that the same as what we were just talking about? Not giving the man space?
I don't understand the dead ball call, actually.
That's what I mean.
It shouldn't have been a dead ball personal foul. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Licking Valley at the London 36-yard line. So first handoff goes to number 7. That's Ryan Frenton. He's normally a linebacker, one of the starting linebackers, and he's lined up at the fullback position.
They carry their fakes out really good too. That's about the 2nd or 3rd team we've seen this year that really carry their fakes out.
Now it's going to bring him another.
He's got to hit everybody coming through there.
Another first down. So, boy, did he pick up 10 yards on that one?
Oh yeah.
Must have. So.
1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Oh, nice hit there by DeFilippo. That looks like maybe DeFilippo come rushing in there. And number 20, Shannon Melton, the backup tailback in there.
They end up giving Joe Smith the tackle. I saw DeFilippo come in and slow him up.
Gary, I hate to digress here, but Licking Valley had 1st and 10 on the 36 and ran off about a 6-yard run, and then all once had 1st and 10 again.
It's 1st and 10 on the 25.
There's that big tight end.
Catch.
Oh my goodness, nice catch.
Good catch.
Touchdown. Number 8, Devin Folk, throwing to number 40, Ryan Redmond. So that's his 2nd touchdown of the night.
That runs it up to 55. So, him in the extra point. That was a good one-hand catch here.
That was against London's first-team defense, too.
How tall was he?
That tight end? 6'4", 235. Just a small sophomore.
Okay.
Is Haynes in for the extra point?
I'm thinking Tommy had to go up against him last year in basketball when he was a freshman. So we got another score here. And the score goes to 56-12. We got a minute and 19 to go in the 3rd quarter. So don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. While we were gone, caught Carl swinging the camera, see?
And we're back live.
And we are live. Come back dead or alive.
It's getting close to Halloween, Gary.
Have we had any shots of the fans, kids down there?
Yeah, there's the student section's rather small tonight. I don't know why that is.
Got a few.
A few of them out there.
Well, with Academy coming over? Oh, yeah.
Well, I wonder what's going on down at Plains Academy, or Columbus Academy in Madison Plains. I know Plains is really beat up right now. They've had a lot of injuries, and hopefully they can keep it respectable tonight.
Is that where the Halloween Bowl is going to be?
Yeah, actually the Pee-wees, we're going to play the Halloween Bowl down at Madison Plains October 27th. Looking for a great night. We've got 43 6th graders that are finishing out their Pee-wee football career. So it's going to be a nice night. And we've had
That kicker's got a mean line drive.
another kickoff to Myers. So
You got to hold
finds
the
a
middle.
little bit of a hole. Gets a block.
He's
The
still
kicker
on his
misses
feet.
him. Looks like Corby Bauman caught up to him, number 4. So they keep trying to.
Bauman wants an unsportsmanlike play there. When Myers come up, he just handed Bauman the ball. Bauman said, told the referee, you see that? You see that?
I would say Myers brought that back about 35 yards on the return, so bring it back to the Licking Valley 45-yard line.
I can tell you right now, Myers wants a touchdown.
Yeah, he definitely enjoyed that first one he got, but then they called it back. So Buchanan under center, DeFilippo, and looks like Dickin in the power I. He gets hit early by Evan Bush.
Yeah, they had him just as soon as he touched the ball.
Number 1.
Who was it we had back a few years back, Carl, that was really mean with that spin move? Was Harris? Harris. He averaged, what, 200 yards a game?
Well, if nobody's standing there when you spin, you look good. If nobody's standing there when you spin, you look good. But if you got a linebacker bearing down on you when you spin, and you spin right into him, you look bad.
Harris got nailed a few times, but he, most of the time he came out of it.
It's like DeFilippo on the carry this time, Bream on the tackle for Licking Valley. And gets maybe about a yard. It's going to bring about 2 yards maybe. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Red Raiders. with 15. It's probably the last play of the third quarter there.
Breen's a pretty mean dude there.
Yeah, he's a player. That's going to be into the third quarter. So
We're winding down under 6 seconds. So the gun goes off. We're going to end this third quarter with a score of 56-12. 56-12 at the end of the third quarter.
We did some. Green all night long. Green was 10 all my pages were soaked.
Any of you high schoolers or junior highs or grade school for that matter, if you got any kind of commercial you'd like for us to do, or like you're selling candy, trying to raise money for something, or a play going on in the school, let us know and give us the information, or you can come up and announce it yourself over channel, over the TV channel. So we're here to serve the community, and it's all about the kids. So let us know, and we'll definitely put you on here.
well, next week, Columbus Bexley here at home, so it's going to be Parents' Night, so should be a good night. Hopefully the weather will continue to cooperate. We've had,
Turned out really
besides
good.
the monsoon last week, it's been pretty good weather so far for Red Raiders season. Like Buchanan's going to drop back to pass. He's looking for Myers.
He's got him out here. Uh-oh. Incidental contact.
A little bit of tying up there between Jake Butler and Sean Myers. Myers don't like the call. So.
I think they were both going for the ball. London coaches want the call. That was a close one. They got tangled up. They both saw the ball. They both went after the ball. It's anybody's ball. There's some more that's faithful. Who's that girl in the middle?
It's the Break girl.
Break, yeah, Amy. Amy Break.
She graduated last year. Looks like there will be a timeout for the Red Raiders here. London had 2 fullbacks in the game, so they didn't have the right package in there, so had to take a timeout.
We got 11:54 to go in this contest, and getting a score of 56-12. Beautiful shot there. Good widescreen shot.
Quite a few Licking Valley people out here. Actually, I expected more, really. I know it's a long drive, and it kind of looked like rain, but there's some of them.
Yeah, you can look, you can see these are fairly bare.
Well, it looks like the fence crew down there has got the fence held up just fine. Some of those people stand down there every game on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's their spot.
Always got their same spot down there. Got to hold that fence up.
I think I seen Marty Porter down there, and he was probably one of the best athletes to come out of this school. He could have picked his own ride. And he was good about everything, basketball, football, baseball, you name it. Marty was exceptionally good athlete.
Carl trying to find him there.
Trips to the bottom there. Keep it wide. Let me see what this wide angle play looks like.
Well, this time Dickens lined up a wide receiver on the top of your screen, so this could get kind of interesting with all the different combinations the Red Raiders have.
We got 4th and 9. 4th and 9. I didn't realize we went off that many plays.
Look for maybe a reverse here, coming around. Dickens
We
running
got
this
everybody
way.
in play.
Yeah, Dickens going out for a pass. Yeah. It's like a little hook and ladder there. Headley pitches off to Myers, and that's going to be a first down for Red Raiders.
I was watching the monitor. I don't think, Carl, you didn't get it, did you? You didn't get it.
Carl missed something?
Yeah, we went and kind of zoomed in on the
Actually, I was looking
quarterback.
I was looking for Dickens to run a reverse coming this direction with all the blockers out in front of him. So the old hook and ladder works every once in a while.
Yeah, it worked that time. 1st and 10 on the 24.
That So this time they go to a pro I. Dickin at the tailback position. Buchanan under center.
Looked like they were offside.
Dickin trying to find his way up the middle behind Tyler Scott and Kyle Thomas.
Might have got a yard.
Nothing doing there.
But I tell you what, you're seeing a more fresh Dickin in the fourth quarter than you normally see after he's been beat up the whole game.
Yeah.
I bet that boy has more arthritis when he gets older. You know, them bruises don't go away. They just lay dormant till you get older.
I wouldn't know, Gary. I haven't gotten older yet.
Yeah, you probably never will if you hang around this too long. Don't go to Arlington.
It's DeFilippo coming up the middle.
Filippo goes through strong and picks up about 5 yards.
That's still going to bring up about 3rd and 3 for the Red Raiders.
We're in 4-down territory, so
Yeah, pretty much going to have to go for it.
I haven't seen a field goal this year. Have we made a field goal this year?
We haven't even attempted one, I
any?
don't think.
I know at one time I can remember Myers might have been last year. Got a pretty good toe.
Looks like Myers going to go top of your screen. The wide receivers are getting single coverage out.
3rd and 4.
This might be a passing situation. They go to Dickin up the middle.
Dickens, he might pick up a yard.
I think he's going to get a yard or 2, but
nowhere near the first down.
yeah, it's going to bring up 4th and probably 2 for the Red Raiders.
Looked like Buchanan hurt his wrist.
He's going to stay in there.
No, he's not coming out. We shake him off real quick.
So it's about 4th and 1 for the Red. 4th and 2 according to the scoreboard. So power I, I'd look for fake to the middle and maybe run the option to the top of your screen. Nope, just straight
I
pitch.
look for a touchdown.
Dickens going to try to find Myers out there. He's open.
That's there. Myers finally got his touchdown.
I think you just predicted a touchdown, didn't you, Gary? Right before you threw that, you said, I look for a touchdown.
I was looking for him to throw deep because the way they was lined up, I didn't know what they was going to do. Good guess. So that makes the score. London's got 18 points now, 3 touchdowns, which ain't bad against the #1 team in their region. Well, they're under Arlington, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 2nd in their region. So. #1, the Columbus Dispatch Central Ohio Coaches Poll, or Coaches Poll.
They're under the Coal Dusters. Hey, they kicked this one, and it's there. It's good. 19. So that makes the score 56-19. That's not bad for going up against a team of this caliber. 56-19. And before this game's over, I want to say congratulations to my granddaughter, Kelsey McNeil. She made the, I think it's called the Jazz Club. And
is that singing?
Singing and dancing.
Oh, singing and dancing.
And I guess they travel all over the place.
What grade's that?
Ooh, you hurt me. I want to say 3rd.
3rd grade?
I might be wrong.
So you're saying she probably sings better than you?
Well, it's in the blood.
Oh, is it?
It's in the blood. The whole family can sing.
She sing better than Carl?
Yes.
Oh.
Quite a bit better than Carl.
Myers going to kick off. Licking Valley's got all their players up short. Looks like this is 8, the backup quarterback.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of blocking there. Oh, he fell over his own man.
So looks like
with a little help from 62.
John Lewis down there, Kyle Thomas, and looks like Matt Russell also getting off the bottom of the pile. So.
No.
Looks like the spotters here are a little slow picking up this play. Where? Where at? Let's see if I can see. Yeah, it might be. Who? Talking about Harris?
Oh, she's down the front.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me a shot there. That's her.
Zoom that camera around. Give her Van London a headache, Carl.
That's Amelia Harris. She's one of our basketball stars. I think she's talking to Crainer's mother. She's home from, she's going to college somewhere in Pennsylvania. Amelia looks like a movie star. Okay, back to the game. 56-19.
You got two receivers on the bottom of your screen.
Didn't make a call there.
Oh, nice hit there by Pat O'Farrell.
Oh
55,
man, he come through there. He must have read that because he was trying to get through there before the ball was snapped, and he got back.
Yeah, they're going to, nice play by Pat. They are going against a lot of fresh jerseys in there. So.
Well, it's about time. We got right at 8 minutes to go in the contest, and got a score of 56-19.
Bring up 3rd and 9. Who's got the ball? Looks like he handed it to fullback. He really didn't have anything going there. Tackle on the play by, looks like Matt Russell and Billy Gossard on the play.
So we got a 4th down, and 8. Is the big boys coming back in?
Looks like you're going to get to see their punter again. This is number 10, Boone Troyer. So he got a little bit of wind to his back right now. It's been coming through here. So
56-19.
Actually, you might see him get off a pretty good punt here. Jordan Brock back by himself for the Red Raiders.
Straight up in the air. It's coming over here to the booth, ain't it?
He really shanked that one. He really shanked that one.
Now, look out the window. It looks like it's coming to the booth. So London's going to get good field position. I think their first team defense is coming back out. I see a lot of dirty jerseys coming out.
I think Boone Troyer might have been a little gun shy there after Derek Wallace kind of put one on him, blocking that last one. So
he did put one on him. The score don't show it. I think London is showing some promise for next year.
Well, promise for maybe the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah.
Buchanan under center. That's Dickens still running hard. I mean, boy, kind of makes you wonder what he might have been able to do from tailback all year long.
Don't get me started.
That's a big first down there for the Red Raiders. So.
You know, that was my call from day one. 1st and 10 on the ball spotted on about the 38-yard line. We're going up against first team still in there. I see a lot of dirty jerseys.
Yeah, they got a lot of fresh jerseys in there on second string defense, I'd say. Nice hole there opened up by O'Farrell that time. I do like the idea of them going to a huddle too. I think that gives you some team unity on offense, gives the quarterback a little bit of time to talk to his offensive line and get some more communication amongst the kids about, you know, what's going on. You know, hey, so-and-so's, you know, cutting through this gap, you knock him off, you know, that kind of thing. This time Matt Russell's
What's he talking about, Carl? Carl's laughing.
I'm just babbling. Matt Russell's in the fullback. Jordan Brock's in the tailback. Pitch to Jordan. Russell's out there leading.
Nothing doing. He tried to cut it back.
Yeah, he tried to cut it back, and he had his blockers to the outside, and I don't know what happened there.
Number 12 was hanging on his leg there. That was Zeman.
Richie Zeman. Gary got it before the spotters did that time. Gonna bring up about 3rd and 4 for the Red. 3rd and about 3 or 4 for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, they're not doing their job tonight. They're a little slow on the call. We'll have it at the next meeting. We'll bring that up. 3rd and 4, 32-yard line.
It looks like Russell's going to stay in at fullback. Now Dickon looks back in at tailback. Fake to Dickon. Buchanan rolls. He ain't got no room. Oh, man. And they're going to call a hold right there on top of it to make it even worse.
There wasn't nothing else he could do. He's trying to hold him out.
Yeah, he was trying to hold him out.
He took him right into the.
Yeah, he took his.
Right into the quarterback.
Boy, that one really hurts. Of course, that's only. I think it's 10-yard penalty. It's not from the spot though. Yeah.
4th down.
So that would have been a 10-yard penalty and replay the down from the original line of scrimmage. and that wouldn't have done Licking Valley much good at all. So, but anyway, it's going to be fourth down and about 14 for the Red Raiders. So they've got to come up with something here.
Who's playing center for London?
This time, spread offense. Matt Russell's Dickin and Myers are to the top of your screen with Edley. Gillespie all by himself at the bottom. Buchanan's going to roll to the top of your screen. He's looking. That's going to be short anyway if he caught it or not.
It's a catch, but it's going to be short.
That throw went out there to Brandon Edley.
He made a nice diving catch.
They call that a catch. Okay. So that's going to be, Licking Valley's going to take over on downs there.
I'm going to try to get the program where his cousins went to school at down in, I want to say South Carolina. It might be North Carolina. But they were here, and they left and went down there, and they were all everything in high school, and now the pictures on the front of the program in college. Big boys, too.
That looks like...
Who that snuck out of woodwork?
Nice play there by 88 Stewart, I think, there for the Red Raiders. David Stewart, the junior.
Looked like he was hiding, and all of a sudden he popped up and wham. David Stewart. This looks like a lot of clean jerseys out there.
We'll give a little shout out to Brandon's little brother Cameron, who scored a touchdown last week, I think it was, for the Lions in the Pee Wee football program. He's a 6th grader, so you could see him at the Halloween Bowl.
2nd and 14 on the 31-yard line.
2 receivers at the top of your screen. They're going to try to get the handoff to number 20, Melton. So
he got back to the original line of scrimmage. And we're just milking the clock. Now we got under 4 minutes to go in this contest. So we got a score of 56-19. London pulled out 3 touchdowns, and they weren't gimmies either. London actually earned those touchdowns against the first squad.
I still look for Licking Valley. They've got to still work on a little bit of a passing offense here, and this is a passing down. So I mean, second teamers got to get a little bit of game experience.
Oh, check off at the line.
Checking off at the line. This is Devin Folk. He checked off too long. Now it's definitely going to bring up passing situation. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 16. Let's see what Licking Valley's got up their sleeve. They may try to do a little something here.
They got on short sleeves.
Yeah.
Can't
not much up their sleeve. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. They're looking for 80 in the slot. Looked like he had Myers open there, Wes Myers, not Sean Myers.
Darren Sanders was sitting there almost in position to make an interception.
Oh, bring on Troyer tonight for his 3rd punt. First one got blocked a little bit. Second one got shanked out of bounds. So
I think he might be a little gun shy.
It might be a little gun shy, but might be about time for him to rip one here too. I mean, really get a good one off. It's like Brock and Myers.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna give him the headphones.
Here, I ain't listening to Carl talk to me.
Just want to tell you that one thing. Ask him what he said.
What do you want? Looks like he gets off another short kick. I don't know how this kid's got a 36-yard average. Must be punting in the wind up there at Licking Valley or something.
So London's going to take over with 3 minutes to go in the contest.
Looks like London's going to stay with their starting offensive lineup. Maybe work a few new players in there, but this has got to be a lot more fun for these kids to play, wouldn't you think? I mean,
oh yeah.
You know, they got a lot more options, a lot of other things for the defense to think about. I mean, you know, if Dickens lined up at wide receiver in the slot, you got to think about that. And this time, looks like Russell and fullback, Jordan Brock at tailback. They're going to go to Jordan.
Yeah, I'm sure he wants one tonight too.
Yeah, Jordan's going to try to get his starting job back here. I mean, you know,
He's been doing all right the way they've been mixing it up. I think it's great because the people that's coming in there with him are still underclassmen, so he's got another year or so to work to play with those guys. Might as well get really familiar with them now and be ready to roll next year.
It's like number 50, Derek Walls, checks in at the right guard or maybe left guard position for the Red Raiders. So London's starting to work a few of them in there. Like Buchanan hands off to Brock. He's got a little bit of room there. That's going to almost be a first down, I believe.
He was trying to get one. He was awful close to it. Might be a foot short. Probably about 3rd and 1. You all right, Carl? It's not cold out there, is it? That's good.
That's going to be a first down for the Red Raiders. So
move the chains, huh?
Up 2 minutes.
Chester and his gang.
2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the ball game.
1st and 10 on the 40.
Well, London's still getting single coverage out on the wide receivers. So they're going to hand to Brock again, over tackle.
They're going to keep baiting him in there, and they look for them to open it up, air it out. They're going to air it out, Carl. By the way, my cousin says she got gas for $1.03 the other day over in Columbus.
$1.09 out by the truck stop today.
96 at Courthouse. Ain't that something? This was a new Kroger's over in Columbus.
It's like Alcott's going to come way to the bottom of your screen. Monte Jackson at the top of your screen. It's like fullback dive to Matt Russell, and he's going to pick up a couple yards. So it's like London's just going to be content to run this ball game out with some simple ground plays.
They might go for one last.
Who do you think's better, Licking Valley or Washington Courthouse, Gary?
Courthouse.
I definitely do too. I mean, this Licking Valley team I don't think is quite as good as they were last year. They got a lot of weapons. They got a good line. I mean, I think that they could go very deep in the playoffs, and given a few breaks on some turnovers or something, you know, we could see them in a state final.
I think Courthouse. Carl said no way. I think Courthouse's line would wear those guys down. Courthouse backed off on us after a certain part of the game. Of course, we went down without Dickin, too.
Yeah, the officials waited till it got underneath 25 seconds before they started the 25-second clock, so that should have been the last play of the ball game right there.
If we don't move, we're not going to get a playoff. We're down to about 10 seconds now, and counting. 9, 8, 7, roll them. Going to get the last playoff.
London jumps off, so that's going to stop the clock with 3.3 seconds to go, and London's going to have to run one more play now. So.
Hey, when are you guys going to replay the game?
Monday night.
At 5?
Yeah. So that ends the ball game there, and we look at the solid scoreboard. We have a final score of 56-19. So let's go and get some shots there. And Carl, unplug your mic. We're running up. Upstairs.
Hosting in to the Buckeye Athletic Conference Cross Country Championships at the London Country Club tomorrow morning. The first race is at 9 o'clock. Next Friday, the final home game for the Raiders is Senior Parents Appreciation Night, where parents and guardians of our senior athletes and band members will be honored. The opponent next week is Bexley. Good luck tomorrow to Rob Summers at the State Golf Tournament at Ohio State. And once again, congratulations to the entire golf squad and their coaches.
Channel 25.
Okay, it's like you just heard that. They said the game was taped by Kevin Smith, so now we got a Keith, a Kevin, and a Steve. But anyway, we finished this game off with a score of 56-19. It's been a nice night. We've seen a lot of new options from London and stuff. So this is Gary McNeil along with
Keith Smith
and Kevin and Steve and Carl King saying good night. But I'll see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. Adios. Smile, Keith. Smile.